walking China here.
There's no one in
On the China rotate.
What's up, guys? Today we're doing an operator guide on how to play as Ram in Rainbow Six Siege X. Talking all about Ram, when to play Ram, what Ram is good for, and how to rank up and win more matches while playing as Ram. Here, let's go to the loadout. You have the LMG and the R4C. Someone on stream challenged me to use the LMG. This is what I was running with it. I'm not a massive fan because you have the R4C right next to it. I just think the killing potential of the R4C is a lot higher. That's why so many people love playing Ash. She's just a 3 armor, so she's kind of slow, so you do need to be careful with your engagements. But the R4C is a pretty damn good gun. Pistol, I mean, you know, it's a pistol. There you go, nothing crazy there. She lost her shotgun, so her verticality and making lines of sight and stuff are a little bit worse, but she still has her RAM drones, which we are going to talk about, like how you can use those in different ways. And then you have the option between stuns and smokes. Ram kind of function as an entry in some capacities, trying to take vertical, and like you might be going for aggressive plays. So more times than not, I would probably lean towards the stun grenades, especially because you are a 3 armor. You are going to want something to kind of mask the elephant hooves of you just stomping around. Those stun grenades can be that tool. Smokes can be good if you are trying to smoke off like a plant from above. You like throw a smoke through the floorboards for someone that's below to like potentially get a plant down. There are options here. So these two, it really depends on what you're trying to do. All right, now let's talk about Ram's ability. The drones. Very loud, a lot of noise, can tear through soft walls, letting you through, and makes a ton of vertical that you can use. There's a couple different ways that you can throw this, so we're gonna go through it really quick. Let's say one right there. You can drive it straight. You can turn it to the left and turn it to the right. So you can kind of curve it in a way, if you will. So like, let's say I want to do one like this and curve it to the right. It will do slight damage to you if you're like in the way, as well as to enemies. So you can kind of like curve this shot. If someone shoots the back fire canister, then it will destroy the drone. So you do need to be careful of that. Like that. And basically letting you take control of a lot of the verticality, which is kind of damn amazing. Her vertical abilities in Siege are honestly, I would argue, probably the best, with even including Sledge and Bug, because you can throw the drone, not really be in a situation that you can really die, but still have that pressure. Because one thing we're gonna go over Ram especially is soft pressure. So what soft pressure is, basically it's a way of like making the defenders feel like attackers are coming from a lot of different angles and there's a lot of sound cues going on. Ram is literally the king at making like sound cues and just soft pressure, because like, let's say they're in basement on Chalet, right? I do that. People at pillar can't hear shit and they have vertical opening up above them and they're afraid. Sometimes I'll even use this to just like, you know, bust through a door really quick, hold an angle, or I'll drive it through a utility just to destroy you, enemy utility. Let's say there's like a shield there. I'll throw it like this and have it drive towards the shield. And when it gets to the shield, it'll go right through it. Honestly, Ram has a lot of options with her ability. It's actually pretty nice. Now we're on Clubhouse. Let's talk more about how to play off your Ram drones and the vertical you're making to like really make you guys like not die, because a lot of people will flank Ram knowing that the vertical is being made. They'll throw it through the door like that, make the vertical there, make the vertical there. If I want more vertical, I can make it here. Yeah, I'll probably make it there. I have the vertical for back arsenal completely taken care of. I can play above the hallway. Anyone that's in the hallway is going to be a little scared. But one thing you need to be careful of is Ram. People are going to try to flank you. So one thing I like to do, like if I do vertical like this on club, I will just like make the vertical early before my team's really ready to like, you know, pushing defenders out of positions. I'll like kind of bait a little bit and like just kind of see if I really do have anything that's going on. Am I really clear to work this vertical? Okay, it seems like I'm clear. I have that drone set. I can pressure all the vert I made. Help get the hatch open. Do whatever I need to do while occasionally checking the camera I have in a power position to watch my flank. And if I ever feel like someone's coming, I can either try to go for the kill or just scare them off with a flashbang. There you go. Like buzz off. You'll watch them probably run away. If they don't, well then they're flashed. You get the kill. Now I'm going to take you guys to a normal round on Consulate when I'm attacking the basement. Here, I'm joining out the lobby, calling out for anybody that's, you know, going to push through the lobby door. Joining out Expo, making sure it's all clear. Droning. All right, that's clear. I run up. I watch for spawn kills as I run out, making sure I'm good. I check the camera again before I do anything crazy, making sure I'm good here. Bust in. Checking camera again now that I'm in. Making sure benches hallway is clear. My teammates are in lobby now. They're having flank watch, etc. So now I can start working floor. Alright, so then floors worked. I have angles on everything I need. I can watch the rotate from above. Here, pretend the hatch isn't open because normally it will be reinforced unless you bring a hard breacher. I can watch the rotate from above. I can watch the hallway. I can have an angle on the pipes guy. I can even swing through this. Watch red car. Watch pipes from here. And watch the other door walk in. So this is where the smoke grenades could come in handy. I could like smoke off like there, and then a teammate can literally just come in and just, you know, plan. Or I can like time it so like if they want to swing in the breach, I can throw a flash like this at pipes, flash the guy pipes, so then I can run in, deal with someone there while that guy's fully flashed off. I can throw a flash again. And then occasionally when you are working vertical, you are going to want to check your flank pretty regularly and really listen to your audio. Trust your gut on that, because the vast majority of RAM players are going to die from flank. They're not going to die from the vert that they made, so you do need to be wary of that. All right, now let's get to some RAM gameplay. Here, I'm attacking the top floor site, which means vertical is not really an issue. I'm really more functioning as a fragger and using my drones for sound cues as I walk through, as well as busting down doors, which I do like that. Hold the angle. Someone swing out, we take him down. Because a lot of times when people throw a ram drone, people are expecting someone just to waltz in, and if you don't waltz in, you might be able to catch somebody off guard. Hold the angle, finding the guy on bathroom. I see him there. He gets it down. Even funnier yet, I throw the ram drone to confirm the kill there and run him over. Oh yeah. Still holding the angle here. We take him down. You have to remember, ram is just a slow ash. Using the ram drone for walls and rotates, and there's a Solus here who's on her scanner. I'm not sure if this Solus is newer to the game or not, but yeah, you can't shoot while the scanner's up, buddy. No idea you were there.
Shit, I'm like,
now we're on bank.
why are we going after the gambit streams, bro?
Shoot open the door. I catch the Frost off guard. She caught me off guard, but I win the firefight. I use a ram drone through the hatch because it was unreinforced, and then I swing into it from below because they can't hear anything. All right, now I'm playing against people with a little bit more backbone. So they're underneath. So I'm throwing that to make the vertical as well as open the window. Making the vertical because the site is underneath. Making the vertical as much as I can just to pressure them. And this is one thing I love about RAM. When you really tear that floorboard apart, you're going to see a lot of opportunities just to confirm free kills on people hiding inside. I kill one that's watching laundry. I drop right after. Swing in. We find the Uzami.
I got plant.
2v1. I go for a plant. Teammate dies. I go to Tetris. I start to plant. I hear him moving. Near China. I throw a flash to mask my audio again while I try to stick the plant, forcing him to move. I hear him pushing up, and we win the firefight.
Jesus.
So here, clubhouse. Throw a ram for the vertical for the hatch, and then I walk down Moto. Now I throw a ram to really mask all my audio cues. That's all that ram is doing. I literally have it driving into a wall. I don't really care about it opening anything. It is really just for the audio cues. So they kind of have to peek out because they don't know if we're going to be walking in. They literally have no clue. Unless you're looking, you aren't going to be able to tell because you won't hear anything. I walk down the hallway. He doesn't realize I walked all the way down. We find him. I shoot his corpse again. And then we finish the last. All right, now we're on border. We're attacking underneath. I run in full sprint. Don't know Vigil's there. We get a knife. Ram isn't that fast, but she's fast enough. Killing the guy archives as well. Starting to open up hatches as well as vertical. Now we're on Consulate. Just running over. So this is actually pretty funny. I'm like, you know what? Let's just rappel down. The door is closed. Shoot it off. Open up the door. Nothing crazy here. Just throwing flashes in. This is when she still had 3 flashbangs. I swing it all the way. We find the Uzami. We have one to my left. Always swinging with my gun up. Take him down. Trust my audio as I swing over. Looking for the last. Everyone's kill thirsting. And we find the last. So a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, SenVale, a lot of these clips don't really have anything to do with you looking through your vertical. Again, I'm telling you right now, you are not going to get that many kills through the verticality. It is there more for the pressure, and then you push horizontally. If you're staying on vertical the entire round, especially if you're a solo queue player, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're in like a 1v3 or you're dying to a flank. You don't want to stay forever on the vertical. It's really just to push defenders into positions that are easier to deal with when you do push the horizontal, whether your teammate does it or you do. All right, guys, that's it today on how to play as Ram in Rainbow Six Siege X. Ram is a fairly flexible operator. She can be used on almost any attack. I mean, even if you're hitting the top floor, you can use her drone to like bust through a window or a door really quickly and really catch somebody off guard. I definitely would say that she's definitely stronger when you can take the like sight above where you're actually attacking, so you can actually work that verticality and really amplify that soft pressure. The soft pressure makes it really damn difficult for defenders to really do much because you don't know where to look. You don't know whether to look at the door to your left, the door on your right, the rotate on your left, or the vertical above you. And when you hear people stomping around, you're not really sure what's going on, especially when that ram drone's going on. People underestimate the power of sound cues. How many times have you guys been like, oh man, the audio's bad? Well, operators like Ram really make it bad. So that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, leave a like down below for more. Let me know what operator you guys want to see next time. Peace out.